Hello! Hey, I think Jim, listen up. I think we might have a confirmed sinkhole, but I'm not real sure.
We might have a claim.
But I don't know. We need you to come inspect and
help.
Spend thousands of dollars checking this one out just to make sure.
What sinkhole?
No, there's no sinkholes here. Help! Help! Get us out! Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thanks for joining us today on our second live show. Thank God we're out of the hole, huh?
No, well, we're always in the
What's
hole.
sinkhole? Yeah, I know.
Did you guys see that
We're
hole?
always doing something.
I know. We always got to do something.
Is that a sinkhole?
Crazy. No, it's not a confirmed sinkhole.
Confirmed.
But just in case.
But we have help.
We do. We have a special guest today, again with us, Mr. Jim Blandford, who is an expert who can confirm sinkholes like that one. He is with Anklo Key Realty, and he is also a licensed public adjuster. So we're glad to have you back again.
Thanks for coming back again.
And thanks for confirming. Can you confirm that really was a sinkhole?
You know what? I can say visually from my experience, it certainly looks like a sinkhole. I can not being an engineer, I can't officially confirm it.
So how far down do you think we were? I mean,
far enough that I would have thrown you a contract and a pen.
Yeah.
I think we'd have work.
And a rope, I hope.
Well, eventually the rope.
Eventually a rope.
And we don't want to offend anybody with, these sinkholes, because we know there's been a lot of disasters and bad things happen. But we do like to make a light of heavy situations, as we always do. And it is definitely a problem here in the Tampa Bay area. And
let's face it, we're on a peninsula.
Yeah, we are. We are built on an
And moving,
island.
like Jim was telling us last time he was on the show, with the settling that goes on.
It's on limestone. The whole area sits on limestone. It's a massive reef.
So my house is on limestone?
Well, eventually, but maybe 20 feet below the surface, and maybe 100 feet below the surface, depending upon where you live.
Wait a minute. I don't think that was disclosed to me when I closed. Weren't you my loan officer? Were you supposed to close that to me? Or was the real estate?
This is where there's a disclaimer at the bottom of the screen, I think.
I'm calling you realtor.
Great.
Anyway, what we're trying to do today, what I'd like to do today, is if you're buying a home or if you're a realtor, I have found in discussing with a lot of realtors, I'm very active in my board, that there are realtors that just do not want to deal with a home either as a buyer's agent or a seller's agent that's had a sinkhole. And that is crazy in this area because there's so many of them. And things have changed dramatically in the last couple of years about how we can get them on the market and how saleable they are.
Change for the positive.
Change for the positive for both the buyer and the seller. And all we're trying to do here, it's a real issue in this area.
Yes.
It's not a catastrophic issue. There's only been a few major ones that have gotten some serious attention, and they should have. But again, they make the news because they're bad. Most of the sinkholes we have in this area are very routine, very repairable. The methods are out there now to fix them that you'll probably never have an issue again. My whole view that if you're in a neighborhood, and there are certain neighborhoods in Florida, and more than people might think, where you either have a sinkhole or you're going to. All right. You'd rather buy a house, in my opinion, that has had a sinkhole, has been properly repaired, because chances are that you will never have another issue in that house if the sinkhole was properly repaired. Now, in the last couple of years of proper documentation from the people that did the repair and through the claims process, you can sell that house. The house can get reinsured by the buyer can now get insurance. The house the buyer can get a mortgage. So you shouldn't have to take much of a hit if you've had a repaired sinkhole. Matter of fact, in Pasco County, the appraiser has said that if you have a properly repaired sinkhole home, there's only a difference of 5% between that home and a home that hasn't had a sinkhole.
So you're saying less than 5% less in value. So if you had a confirmed sinkhole, you can perceive the value. Prepared. So if it was worth $100,000 before, it's worth $95,000.
Exactly. Now,
Very good.
What about
Compared to a few years ago, right?
What about that sinkhole behind us there? Is that 5%? So, because I want to know how to get that
that's
deal.
a big in-ground pool. It looks
Yeah.
like me,
Big in-ground pool.
where are we going with
So
that?
we can fill that up with water. You know what? I want to ask a question to our mortgage expert over here because based on what you just said, getting one of the challenges. So real estate professionals are afraid of sinkholes because they're afraid maybe they can't get financing.
Yes,
But-
they can.
So see,
Yes,
there's
they
your
can.
answer.
Yes, they can.
So really,
Absolutely.
so you can get financing on these
Yes,
properties.
you absolutely can get
And we have
financing on them.
our resident expert on
As
that.
Jim said, if we have a properly repaired sinkhole,
So
it is
a certified
insurable.
engineered
Absolutely,
report.
obviously all tracked. And I was just going to say, tell us a little bit about what you mean by a properly repaired sinkhole.
All right. Well, first of all,
the different kinds.
if you have a sinkhole claim in
Let
your
me
home,
put your public adjuster
you
hat on.
want to
I know.
start. Okay. You want to document everything from the day you phone the
is
claim
terrible.
into the agent. Okay, from the day that you phone the
got
claim
me
into the
cracked.
agent, from the time they come out, you want to keep track. They being the people that are going to do the testing and the repair, and eventually the repairs, if there is indeed a confirmed sinkhole. You want to document everything because the banks and the insurance company are going to need every bit of that documentation when if you go to sell the home. So it can now get new insurance with the new buyer and a new mortgage, obviously. You need both of those things, unless you're paying cash. Of course, you don't need a mortgage, but you're going to want insurance in most cases. All right. So you have to have.
And these people who come out to do this are hired by your insurance company,
Yes,
right?
you're-
Not the
well,
homeowner.
they're
Because I want
hired
to talk
by
to homeowners
you
a little bit
because you get
here
a choice
too.
of who you're going to hire in a
Okay.
sinkhole situation. They'll give you several to use. They have a list. You get to
Okay.
pick from that list. They are, they're qualified. They have all the insurance and everything they need, and certified is the other word I was looking for.
And you get
Okay.
this list from your insurance
You'll get it from the
company?
insurance company.
Okay.
They'll give
So
you a list of
you
people
talk-
to use.
So you
Okay.
talk to your insurance company and
Right.
say, I think I have a sinkhole. Who can I use to confirm this? Which
Well,
vendors
what you'll
are
do, you'll talk
available?
to the insurance company, they'll have the testing
Okay.
done. If the testing confirms a sinkhole, the insurance company will then provide you a list of contractors. The
Okay.
engineers that do the testing will draw up what the house needs. Very much like an architect will draw up a building on how to build a house.
Okay.
Then you get a price from somebody on how to build that house. In this case, the engineers will put together how many cubic yards of grout we need, if it needs to be pinned, whatever the situation is, and then you'll get quotes on that. And you can hire from those people.
I want a quote.
Now, you say if it needs to be pinned, so there's different types.
There's different types of repairs.
The pinning-
Pinning is essentially putting legs on a table, and
Kinda like
again, if this
putting
was,
your glasses.
if this
There
was,
you go.
if the top of this table was
That's
ground level,
pinning.
okay, and the bottom of the table was limestone, pinning would be like putting legs from this table down to the limestone. It is
Okay.
the best
like
repair.
your glasses.
It's generally sort of
are
acknowledged
cool.
by everybody in the business as the best repair. Now, grouting is injecting under pressure cement in the ground. It's cement without stones because it gets pumped in through hoses.
So basically, we're just piling concrete
Yes,
underneath
and filling the
house.
hole up. And that's what they do in many cases,
So,
in these big ones we see on the
here's-
news, they fill it with concrete. and-
Could we do both?
So no built-in swimming pool after that.
Right, right.
All right, I'm no sinkhole expert, but I have my glasses pinned here, or DeLynn's, and then could we do both and have concrete?
Yes, you
too?
could do both, and that is the best of both worlds as far as repairs go.
see?
But what has changed in the last few years? Citizens, which is the key player in sinkhole coverage in Florida, has said now, as far as writing new insurance policies on houses that have been repaired, they will treat a pinned repair or a grouted repair equally.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's a new
Did
development.
they not used to do that?
They didn't used to do that.
Oh.
So
Okay.
what does that mean?
How did they
It
used to
means
do
if regardless of whether you have your repair pinned or grouted, or
Okay.
some combination of the two, you can now, when you go to sell that home, or if you keep it, you can still get an insurance policy on it. Now, you may not necessarily get sinkhole coverage, but you're going to get a regular liability policy in your contents and your other perils, wind, water, fire, all those. You'll get those covered, which was very problematic just a few years ago. Okay, and this is why I want to talk to realtors and brokers. I talked to a broker just a few days ago, said she won't have anything to do with a house that's been involved in a sinkhole, because 2 years ago, the last time she did one, she couldn't get insurance, she couldn't get a mortgage, spun
So
her
the-
wheels,
so
and
the
don't want
rules
to do
are-
it anymore.
the
They've
rules have changed.
And it's changed
So
in the
it's
favor
good.
of the consumer, and that's good for everybody.
How did that happen? Did people like yourself brought it to?
It was, I'd like to take credit for that, but it was the industry that did it. Both
Okay.
We'll give you credit.
The mortgage industry, the
like you.
Geez, the insurance industry. Everybody got together and said, "This is a real issue. It's not going away." Okay. Now, on a related topic, they have changed sinkhole coverage. They've changed the definition of what is a sinkhole. And it
Right.
was a good thing they did because, in my opinion, it was a giveaway program.
Okay.
The old program, the law changed in 2011. It was Senate Bill 408. Not that anybody cares about numbers, but that's what changed the law. The law now,
I
to
care.
qualify for a sinkhole claim right now, you need not
love
just
numbers.
a teeny crack in your wall to say I have a sinkhole claim. You have to have a loss of structural integrity.
Like that.
Okay?
Would that be considered a loss of
What do you think?
structural
Yes.
integrity?
My swimming pool.
Yes, that is very much so.
No, I would imagine this was because for a while there, it just seemed for a few years like everybody and their brother was filing claims for sinkholes, and
'Cause they wanted their house paid
next
off.
thing I
Right.
know, yeah, they're getting
Well,
their house
the
paid
law
off.
was
and-
so
and
loosely written
Moving on, yeah.
And there are people out there that took advantage of it, and
Right.
rightfully
No.
so. Because
People took advantage of a
it's because
situation.
that's
Not
the way
in
it
the
was
Tampa
written.
Bay
So
area.
people, public adjusters, some unscrupulous public adjusters, these are the guys that got the flyer in your door. You have a crack in your driveway, I can get you $100,000.
Oh my
And that's what went
gosh.
on.
And then,
Oh my
and then
Those
God.
days are gone.
So the public adjuster got a percentage of that. So
Correct.
obviously,
Kind of like the
right.
mortgage days with the, breathe on a mirror and you get a
right.
mortgage,
And not that
you have
all,
a crack in your driveway, you get $100,000.
So now and again, not everybody did that, but the marketing opportunity was there.
Right.
It was perfectly legal to do because that's how the policy was written. Policy has been changed. It has now been changed so that now you need serious damage to have sinkhole coverage. Also, sinkhole coverage has gotten much more expensive.
Yes,
The deductible
it has.
used to be maybe $2,500. Now it's 10% of your coverage. So, for instance, if your house is insured for $300,000, your sinkhole deductible is now $30,000.
So the first 30 grand would be out of your pocket.
Out of your pocket.
Even if I had a pit like
really?
this, it
Yeah,
cost me
the first
30
30 grand is out of your pocket.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, so you're going to think twice
Yikes.
before you
Before
put in what
filing
might
a
be a
sinkhole
frivolous claim.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
So that's the situation.
I think this table's on a
with
sinkhole
coverage.
here.
I
Did
heard
you see the
you know,
movement?
now
Little
if it's
settling,
secured.
shifting of the ground.
we need pinning.
So that's what's happening. So not only that, sinkhole coverage has gotten expensive. A lot of people can't afford to have it.
Yeah, give
and
us a
don't
rough
have
idea.
it
Any idea what
anymore.
those go for?
Well, it depends from company and the size of your house, and I suggest you get a quote. A lot of people are dropping it. Okay, so what does that mean? So let's suppose I'm now in a home that I have symptoms that somebody can possible sinkhole activity, step cracks. Now, probably every house in Florida has a step crack. Probably
Right.
everybody has a crack on their
It's a gimme.
driveway. I'm not trying to create a panic
We're
situation.
all cracked pots somewhere
Okay.
along the line.
hey, speak for yourself.
And really, and I had with my house, and actually somebody knocked on my door, not knowing what I do for a living.
Oh, really?
3 or 4 years ago, and said, I can get you a lot of money with those cracks. I said, bye-bye. I fixed it myself. It wasn't.
So
but the
crack for
point
cash.
is, it's you have to deal with these things now. But what's happening from a real estate point of view? If you don't have sinkhole coverage and you think you have a possible sinkhole, you're not going to have the testing done because the testing runs $7,000 to $10,000. Okay.
That's out of your pocket.
If you have it done, the insurance companies used to pay it under the old law because if you said you have a sinkhole, they'd have to do the testing to say yay or nay.
Wow.
Well, if you don't have the coverage, you're not going to have the testing done.
That's right.
So now what's happening? They're having a contractor come in and fix the cracks. Not anything underneath, because we don't know what's going on underneath. Okay, and the majority of these probably are not sinkholes. I want
Okay.
to make that clear, but some of them are. Just because the law changed doesn't mean sinkholes went away. Okay, so now you're going to put your house on the market. You've got these step cracks, and you might have some other things going on. You know you can't get the testing done because you call an engineer. He says, "Well, I can come out and look at it, but that's not conclusive because not being a Superman, I can't see into the ground."
Right.
Okay, so you're not going to have the test done. So now you bring a contractor in. He fixes the step cracks. He paints the inside and outside of the house. They'll now take and put usually a cheap laminate floor and cheap carpet in the house. It looks like brand new. And those houses go on the market. The problem is there is no disclosure required by the owner because no one's told them they have a sinkhole. So these houses are going on the market.
So this could create problems.
This is where you have to be a buyer. You have to be smart. You've got to protect yourself. You've got to deal with somebody that has a little bit of an edge on what to look for. Now, nobody, and myself included, cannot look on the ground and tell you what's going on. But there are hints. There are things in the neighborhood you can look for. Number one, talk to the neighbors. They're very gabby about what's happened with their neighbors' houses. They're either jealous or mad that they had one and didn't do anything with it, or they had one, got paid, and the neighbor didn't get paid.
Right.
So check with the neighbors.
We've got a minute. Minute
Okay,
left.
all right.
That's been up there for like 5. So.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so check with the neighbors and talk to them and see what they have to say. Number 2, sinkholes don't respect property lines. They don't go to a fence and go, oh, we can't cross that. If your neighbors had one, or if the neighbor's got some pretty good cracks in the end of the house that's adjacent to yours, that you think you have something, chances are you probably do. Number
Red
3,
flag.
and it is a long ass minute, I'm still saying that. Okay.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back. We got number 3, number 4, number 5,
Yeah.
number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and
And
number
I'm
10.
I have to remember 3. Okay.
We'll be right
number
back.
3. We'll be right back. We got some more great information coming up about sinkholes. We'll be right back.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
The environment here is really kid-friendly, family-friendly. The parents are welcome to watch.
It's definitely been a different atmosphere since Dr. Becerra has come on. It's very inviting and welcoming, and the children just enjoy coming here all around.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
Providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
Coming here, you're not just like an ordinary patient. You're actually like treated like a family member, and like you're treated like he actually gets to know you and makes you smile.
Welcome to New Tampa Pediatric Dental, and we are the Bees!
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
And we are back. And thanks, Jim, for getting us out of the hole and bringing us back to the studio. I mean, that hole was just...
And we live to tell about it.
That's right.
And we are still here. We're back with Mr. Jim Blandford with Anclote Key Real Estate and a licensed public adjuster here in the state of Florida and the sunny Tampa Bay area. So we're going to talk more about sinkholes and how they can affect you in the real estate market and everyone
insurance
else
claims.
And insurance, yeah.
All right, so you were talking about what a prospective buyer should be on the lookout for as far as buying a house.
One of the and again, talk to our neighbors. You can check with the county. I know Pasco County started keeping records in 2009.
There is a website for
report.
that.
Yes, there is the county. I don't know what it is offhand. You check with the county. They'll tell you. I'm not a website
So
guy.
you can actually go. You can go on the website and view in Pasco County to see if there was a sinkhole in the past or any time, any type of claim done.
But of course, that's only if they reported it, correct?
That's the point.
Big
You can
key.
see if they know there's a
Right.
sinkhole in the past. I can give you many instances of sinkholes they didn't know about. Not through any fault of the county, but things slip through the cracks and don't get to where they needed to be.
Now-
And again, only since 2009.
They've only been doing this since 2009, and we
I think
certainly have had sinkholes
Hillsborough, I
prior
think,
to
just
that.
started one recently, and I'm not sure about Pinellas. I don't know. I got to find out.
So, and who is in charge or whatever of actually informing the county so it gets onto that
Well,
website?
see, the thing is, it used to be when the engineers applied for the permit to do the test, that's how it got on the county's radar.
Okay.
But if you don't bring an engineer in, there's no permits applied for. So that's why when these people that don't have coverage think they might have a sinkhole, okay,
they just bring...
They don't make the radar screen because it hasn't been defined as a sinkhole. Now, just a note again to realtors and everybody, do not, if a house has not been confirmed by an engineer as having a sinkhole, do not use that word. You don't want to be the person that the seller of the home says, hey, a realtor came in and told me I have a sinkhole. And if it hasn't been, defined and
by an engineer.
Confirmed, the word I'm looking for, by an engineer, all you want to say is it looks like you might have some ground settlement activity. Very common, okay? But don't use the word sinkhole. You could get yourself in some trouble. You don't want to do that. Now, so check with the neighbors, check with the county, just taking all the clues. Have somebody who knows what to spot in a house. Home inspectors have a good idea, okay? But again, they're not going to use the word sinkhole either, most of them. They're going to use ground settlement activity. And the reports I've seen, the smarter ones will say, if there's more than the average, that gets a little more of a concern, they will say you need to consult an engineer. Okay? And then you need to go
That's
there.
right.
What I want to expand upon the whole claims thing and real estate a little bit here if I could.
Yes.
All right? When you have, and I worked for 20 years for the insurance companies. I spent 20 years now working for people. So I've been in the business 40 years.
Wow.
When you have a
Started
major
when you were 2.
claim, a little older. When you have a major claim, I'm sorry, but your house, it's a major claim. But if you have something to say over $30,000, $40,000 damage to your home.
And we're not just talking sinkholes now, right?
No, now we're talking wind, water, rain, any peril.
Right.
A peril
Not
is
everyone has
is what
sinkholes.
happens, okay? So if a fire, suppose we have a windstorm come through, the insurance company is going to make you think of it. You have to fix your home. It couldn't be anything further from the truth. If you have a mortgage, you have to satisfy the mortgage. You're going to have to either pay it off or make a deal with them to take care of that mortgage. But the house is yours to do what you wish. Now, I found in as many years I am in the business, and I've been in real estate now for 3, and I've gotten very, very busy because of my experiences. People think they have to fix their home, and the insurance companies will make you think that. They'll parade their contractors in, and we can get started right away, have you back in your house. I found most people, if they've been in their home any period of time, things change. The neighborhood can change. You get older, obviously. Right. You may want to downsize. Your kids may have moved out, or you might have 4 kids now when you had 1 when you bought the house. You may want to get a bigger house. It's a great time for you now to take the insurance company proceeds, sell your house as is, which you can do. The insurance company never takes title to your home. Okay, and you got to remember that. It's your house. Okay. And take those proceeds and go buy another home. Again, you have to satisfy the mortgage if you have one, and you can sell the house as is. But don't anybody be, made to think that they have to fix the home.
Bullied into it.
They let into it because it makes it easier for the insurance company people.
They're bullied into it,
They'll
right?
bring and another thing, when the insurance company, if you have a major loss and they start bringing in their cleaning companies and their contractors, you do not have to use them. Okay, you can say, hey, time out. Wait a minute. I know you sent this guy, and you said you sent him, and he's taken all the clothes out of my closet because you told him to. And you go, whoa, wait a minute. Who gave him the right to, or her, gave the right to remove things from your house? If you didn't, say, stop. I need to know what's going on here. Now, what can happen, if they take all the clothes out of your house, you could get a $12,000 bill for that cleaning that's going to come off of your contents coverage. That's $12,000 you don't have to spend on other things. Maybe you'd rather have the check for $12,000 than the clothes clean. But they don't let you know you have that choice. They tell you, got to do this. No, you don't. Okay? Don't let the insurance company take control of your claims.
So what should they do? Should they get an attorney? Should they get
Well, you don't
public
necessarily need an
adjuster?
attorney. You got to stop and ask. You got to stop and think for a minute. Okay? If you have your own contractor and he's reputable and you're comfortable with them, you can use your contractor. Now, make sure in the case of whatever the peril is, flood, fire, that they know what they're doing. Because, a guy that does additions and puts up screen enclosures is not going to be the guy you want to bring in for smoke mitigation. Right. And there are specialists, and don't get me wrong, many of the specialists that work for the insurance companies are very, very good at what they do. But make sure that there are several that they should give you a list of several people to use.
You should do your own due diligence.
Do your own due diligence.
Contractors come in.
Right. And again, let's suppose
people don't know where to start, though. Yeah, where would they start?
Where would they begin?
Well, this is where a good agent can do his
help.
job, and if he gives you several choices, I would be leery if any insurance company said, "We're sending you a guy." If they said, "Look, we're going to have,"
I got a guy.
We're going to send. I got a guy. I got a guy. He can do everything. Okay. If they say we're going to send 3 different companies out and you can interview all 3, see who you want, I respect that. I do that as a realtor, whether it be a title company or a mortgage company or a home inspector. I give you 3 names. Right. And they're all good, or I wouldn't be using them because I'm only as good as they are.
Barry and Marilyn.
That's right. Not necessarily in that order. Okay, but you want to give reputable people. But you want to slow the process down. Insurance companies will capitalize on the fact that you want to get in there quick. Right. So they might bring a company in and they start gutting your kitchen, and you have no idea what they're going to pay you for. Maybe you had cherry cabinets and they're going to give back pine. You better stop and say, whoa, what's going on here? What am I getting paid for? You have to slow the process down a little bit. But before that even starts, before anybody, you have to protect your property from further damages required under the policy. All right, and they can help you with that. Okay, but before anybody starts putting anything back together, stop and think and say, hey, do we want to stay in this house? Is this neighborhood what we moved into 10 years ago? Are we, we were 48 when we bought the house, we're 63, now it's time to downsize.
So
why are we fixing this house?
Right.
Take the money from the insurance company, okay, but find out how much they're paying you first. And you don't have to necessarily tell the insurance company, it's none of their business. You have time to decide.
So people need to know they're in the driver's seat.
You need to know your options. Again,
they own the house.
They own the house. They own the clothes.
Don't
let these companies come in and tell you have to do this and you have to do that.
Listen to the passion.
Because I've seen it. I've seen it for a long time.
Let's go.
I've seen people get abused by.
I want to hire him.
I'm going to say,
I need a sinkhole.
Well-intentioned.
Bring that sinkhole back.
How do you start a sinkhole? I've been asked that.
I got a guy.
Yeah. But again, anybody can call me and ask questions. I have not handled a paying claim in 1.5 years. I basically tell people, because I'm very busy with the real estate, because again,
and look, there's Jim's
the claim
number
stuff
on the screen,
But,
727-946-5769.
call me and I'll be happy to walk you through things, because I get a kick out of doing that. Now, I'll tell you, here are your options. I will tell you, as far as insurance goes, anything you can do to not have Citizens insurance, go way out of your way to not be insured with Citizens.
Wow.
Citizens,
why is that? Is that just because
they
they're
are
not exactly
very
responsive when
I've
you
worked
need
in
them?
probably 15 or 20 states in my career. I've worked with probably hundreds of insurance companies. Citizens is the worst as far as customer service and treating people fairly.
Okay.
That I've ever dealt with, and that's my opinion. And they're an insurance company that's basically said, we want to be out of business in a few years.
Yeah.
Is that where you want to be? If the Good Hands people came in a commercial and said, hey, we don't want to do this anymore, so please insure with us. Are you going to come with them? Of course not. And the ads say, the people say they're the insurance company of last resort.
Yes.
Not necessarily. If you have an agent that can only sell you Citizens, maybe you need to go to somebody that can sell you something else.
Right.
Okay? Again, nobody's going to take care of you like you should take care of you.
Right.
So look around and see what else is out there.
And this is all about educating the public and the real estate professionals out there and anyone who's involved in homes.
Yeah.
There are other insurance options. And people don't think so. People think Citizens is the only thing I have. No, not true. Talk to an agent, and if your agent doesn't help you, call a different agent, because you definitely have options.
And I'll tell you how it works that way, if we got time.
We got 2 minutes until
very
break.
quickly.
What's the Reader's Digest
When the direct writers, that an agent that wrote for Allstate or Prudential or State Farm or any of the companies that you could only sell their insurance.
He said he would give us 3.
Okay.
He just did.
When those companies stopped writing insurance a few years back,
yes.
You knew that if you had State Farm, you get a letter, hey, we're not going to insure you anymore.
We're not insured.
Any of them
pulling
wrote
out
you a
of
letter.
Florida.
Those companies, because they were direct writers, not brokers that could sell for many companies, only had Citizens insurance to sell. Okay, so of course they told you, hey, we got a great company, it's Citizens. Well, guess what? If I get an ice cream stand and I only got vanilla ice cream, it's the best flavor in the world.
I love vanilla.
Okay,
Vanilla's my favorite.
But
it just came up yesterday.
Again, if you've never had chocolate, you don't
Robbins
know.
up next
So you
door.
want to go where you have options. I'm not directing you to or from anybody, but again, give yourself some choices. So if you have an insurance provider that says we can only put you with Citizens, stop and knock on somebody else's door and ask their opinion of what they can do for you. There's a lot of options out there with coverage, and you can do a lot better than the coverage Citizens affords. Citizens does not have an appraisal clause. We'll go into that someday. That's something you want. If you have a major claim with Citizens, chances are better with them than any other company. From my experience, you're going to have to sue them to get paid.
Oh my
One of the major law
gosh.
firms that's on TV all the time with his family with all the group pictures and,
That's not a Citizens commercial.
His new ad says, and we can now help you with unpaid insurance claims. You know why? Because there's so many companies now you got to sue them to get paid. Now the lawyers are taking over.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
they've kind of taken public adjusters out of the store, out of the picture. That's
And the
my
lawyers
own
are
separate
coming
bone to
in.
pick with them. But the lawyers have taken that over.
So if you haven't been through enough, you've had a loss of some kind, you've been paying for years and years and years into your insurance premium year after year after year, and now when you need them, you have to sue them to get paid.
Especially with that company more than any other.
How horrible is that?
Okay, it's not a good scenario to be in.
Well,
Get rid of
we need to
Citizens.
wrap up here. We're going to come back and summarize all this and put it all in perspective and how it can affect you, make you, or break you in the real estate world. We'll be right back.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you. I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others.
This This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
The environment here is really kid-friendly, family-friendly. The parents are welcome to watch.
It's definitely been a different atmosphere since Dr. Becerra has come on. It's very inviting and welcoming. The children just enjoy coming here all around.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
Providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
Coming here, you're not just like an ordinary patient. You're actually like treated like a family member, and like you're treated like he actually gets to know you and makes you smile.
Welcome to New Tampa Pediatric Dental, and we are the Bees!
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Mr. Jim Blandford, public adjuster and clearly an expert on sinkholes. So, and I think he's given me, in my mind, a little peace of mind knowing that for the investors out there, the real estate professionals,
right,
even first-time home buyers, maybe not to be afraid of buying sinkholes properties that are repaired, obviously,
Right.
because the rules have definitely changed, as he pointed out. So we just want to
And
stress
homeowners right now, if you have, cracks or something like that, and you're just a little bit concerned and you're not exactly sure who to call, here's a great start.
Yeah, we didn't even call him Dr. Crack or nothing this time.
And even though he doesn't necessarily do this, he's willing to help anybody. He's just a really nice person, and he's a wealth of information.
Yes, he is. If you are in real estate now and you got a sinkhole home you are listing,
or just something you're not sure about,
or you have a buyer buying a sinkhole property, reach out to Jim. He'll be glad to help you. He's open 24 hours a day. Call him at 2, 3 a.m. Text him. I'm sorry, Jim. Did I say that?
Yeah, my wife will answer the phone, and that'll be the last time I ever get a call.
You'll be like that. That
State Farm commercial.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jake at State Farm.
But I don't wear sweatpants at night. I think they do in the commercial. That's right.
So call Jim at. No, he's
Jim. Yeah, he's not State Farm.
Jim. So anyway. Just
all about Jim.
It is all about Jim. So he can help you out with all those things. I think.
Thanks, Jim, for being with us.
Thank you.
And for helping everybody
out. If
out.
I could summarize it very quickly, if I had to go buy a home today and it was a properly repaired sinkhole, and I was in a neighborhood of cookie cutter homes, there were 10 homes the same, and one was a properly repaired sinkhole, I'd buy that house before I buy the other 9. Because chances are you'll never have another problem with it, and you wouldn't have to have sinkhole coverage.
That's
right.
That's a very
It's just a
valid
smart
point.
move all the way around.
Great advice.
So it's some great information today. So get us out on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, share us, like us.
All that fun
Tell
stuff.
your friends about us. Give us a call. You can get financing on a sinkhole home. So,
That's right.
And a lot of people, so talk to your lender about that too as well. So
thanks all for watching. We appreciate your support. We are Today and Every Day.
Moving forward.
We will see everybody next week.